This is Mid-Atlantic Weather. I am doing an update on Saturday morning, February 18th, day before what I thought was going to be actually a pretty substantial storm for a lot of people in Virginia, up in the Maryland, D.C. area. And as much as I'd like to say it's absolutely off the table, I can't totally rule out there'd be some snow up there. I think the biggest area of concentration will be Southwest Virginia. I want to start off by showing you guys where the storm is right now. It's just on the coast here out in southwestern Texas, or southern Texas. A lot of rain has happened out here. Houston is under flash flood warnings, and I think it's pretty significant considering all things considered. It does seem a little stronger. I'll show you a satellite picture that shows quite a bit of moisture here. A little bit stronger, but I want you to note these elements up here. Um, Up near the Great Lakes and this pressing cold front here. There's a little bit of interaction that's going to happen here, but the other thing that's important is that this low up in the 50-50 location, way up in the northeastern part of the map here, is going to be our big contributing squash factor, suppression or a move towards the south that is anticipated. My hope is that one, it's either modeled a little too strong, and it won't be that strong, but I think the models are pretty strong saying it's going to be. And two, that maybe this storm is actually stronger. We'll see that kind of play out very soon. Just to give you an idea here, if you look at the water vapor image, you can see the moisture getting going here up in Louisiana. Again, probably a little bit stronger than originally thought. You can see the upper air support over the middle part of the state. I just hope it comes a little further north, but not too far. We could see a crazy change if it did. But anyway, that's what's going on. Here's a little meso analysis over the state of Texas. From the SPC, you can see all that moisture, like I mentioned, up into Louisiana. Important because it's a pretty strong system. We get an update there. So you see the isobars getting together here to the south is important. But anyway, and if you were to look at the warnings map, let's see if we actually can show you the watches and warnings. Can't really see it with all that moisture we're talking about, but there's quite a few flash flood warnings down here because of how much moisture we're seeing. Really quick here, just to give you a bigger, broader view. Here is AccuWeather's national view. You can see both the system up in the Great Lakes, giving a little bit of snow up there, but you also see this big storm system getting its act together here over Texas. Very impressive again to me that models can get these things right. It's very intriguing to me that forecast models could see this far out and that there was going to be a storm that's going to develop over that area. So anyways, cool. Here is what the National Weather Service is forecasting. You see the low is pretty far south. A big reason why we're not going to get as much snow. The high has pressed down here from the north, which is going to get colder. That's why there's snow even all the way down here into the western part of North Carolina. And you see where they're indicating the heavy snow. I have to agree. I think Southwest Virginia is really going to be a big player here in this. So if you look again at this next graphic here, this is actually out of Wakefield office. I wanted to mention this just because it shows how you get far east and south of storm. It's showing 4 inches. They're predicting 4-inch snows all the way almost down to the North Carolina border. So you see that that you're getting quite a bit of snow into winter storm category out here in the areas west of Richmond. Richmond gets nearly 3 inches, and that's pretty much what I think. Maybe a 3 to 6 inch storm down there. I'm actually going to favor towards the 3 to 4 inch category, but that's probably about as much as you're going to get. You go north, it does not take long for there to be a strong gradient. You can see here, this is the National Weather Service out of Sterling, and if you look, you can see that they're showing heavier precip out here to the southwest. And quick gradient, quite the rainbow look here of things, and you can see too how sharp it cuts off. Loudon getting divided, and just barely into the city, getting up to an inch. I'm going to go more for the 1 to 2 inch range, probably up right along the northern extent here, just into Maryland. But I don't think you're going to go too far. I think Fredericksburg may get into the 3 to 4 inch category. I think Charlottesville's going to get bumped up a little bit, more like the 5 to 6. We'll see. That's kind of a general gut feeling, just because I think we'll see a little further north move today, but we'll see. I thought this was a really good forecast from Channel 8 down in Richmond. It's kind of a small graphic, and I'm sorry about that, but if you look, they have a pretty good handle on things, I think. 1 to 3 inches, they've included up into the DC area. I think that's good. It gives you a good range, probably the best range here you can. You can see 3 to 6, and like I said, I think I bump it up in those areas, just the west, down all the way into northern North Carolina, which is just, it's crazy considering how warm it's going to be today. And then even 6 inch plus amounts here in the southwestern part of the state. I think that's a good bet. And I thought this was probably the best map. If I was going to draw one this morning, that would be it. Anyway, Mid-Atlantic weather has definitely increased. We've gotten up to, I've increased something like 50 some people during the storm. But anyway, I just appreciate all the fans. Thanks for coming on over and continuing to like it, even though I really busted on the heavy side. So here's the deal for today. We'll have a bigger map, or a new map, probably early afternoon, based on the new forecast models. Don't be surprised if it doesn't look too much like the one out of Channel 8. And secondarily, if the storm continues to trend stronger, I will start making notes. I'll definitely be updating Mid-Atlantic weather, updating the Twitter feed as well at Mid-Atlantic WX on Twitter, and letting you guys know. But appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I think these videos sometimes help you kind of explain yourself a little bit. So I'm hoping that, 1, we'll see more snow than the models have been showing, and 2, that you guys stick with me despite my goods and bads. Thanks. Have a good day.